to the chaotic life of a Canadian mom. If you saw our last video, we showed you how to grind and mix the meat.
Yeah, grind anyways.
Grind, oh right.
Yeah, I guess mixing, sorry.
No, grind and mix or grind, because we had pork butt or shoulder.
Pork shoulder?
Pork shoulder, and we had some venison that we got this year. So now we are going to show you guys how to make honey garlic pepperettes. Pepperettes. Pepperoni. I don't know. Pepperoni sticks, honey garlic flavor. Make it easy. So in here is what we have this is the grinding we did in our last video. So it's all.
And this is all of it right now. We weighed it out 6.6 kilograms of, it's 50-50 pork venison. Looks beautiful. So we're figuring we're going to do a third of it in these pepperettes.
Yeah.
So 2.2, it's easy. And then we'll figure out our ratio for all our seasoning and our cure. Mix it all up and
start stuffing.
Then we'll start, we'll probably have to cool it down one more time and then start.
If you watched our last video, it's kind of the cool it down, coarse grind, cool it down, fine grind, cool it down, mix. Like
that's all this stuff, just to keep you got meat and fat, not meat and grease, is kind of the thing. And I mean, if you get too warm and the fat starts breaking down into grease, it'll actually coat that meat up, so then it won't really accept any flavor. So then and that's fine. I mean, nothing wrong with just eating this like it is.
Depending on what you're using it for.
When you're wanting a hot dog, you're wanting a pepperoni stick, and it's not doing it, then it's no good. So step one here, we will get a bowl zeroed out, and we will get 2.2 kilograms of this beautiful mix. Jamie, what's the temperature of this stuff?
The temperature is
3 degrees.
About that.
Click the thing again. Yep. Oh, 4.
4.
Plenty cold in my hand, so I know that it's not warm. 2.19. I gotta be perfect, Jim. I gotta be perfect.
Oh.
Damn it.
Nope. Perfect.
Good? Oh, it's good.
It was the bounce when it dropped.
Right. Well, we'll get this back into the cold beer. We don't need that. And simply going to attach there. Walk her down, and then the next step here, quick wash of the hands, and we will figure out how much spice and then how much cure. And then the trouble, not the trouble, but the fact is this will have to sit overnight with the cure to be ready, and then it'll go into the smoker tomorrow.
So yeah, when you see us, we'll be
in different clothes.
Let's hope.
Maybe.
Bart was saying, and he can elaborate more, a lot of these kits that you get will have the cure and the seasoning, but you can get a cure accelerator.
Yep.
Which.
Yeah, it literally means that you can smoke it, like stuff it and smoke it right now.
Which.
That's fine.
We don't have, so we're not going to do that.
I actually like doing it this way. It sits in the fridge and all the spices can just soak through the meat. I think you end up with a better product out of it. But
yeah.
But that's me. I mean, every butcher in the world's calling me a liar and telling me I'm stupid, and that's great. They won't be wrong either. As
we said in the other videos, so we should say it now, we are not professionals at anything. This is just how we do it, and it works for us. So
yeah. All right, so per kilogram, Jamie?
He doesn't have his glasses on.
55 grams of the seasoning. So 55 times 2.2, Jim. Oh, I need a little. I would need a little cup. That's a big cup.
Yeah, it works.
That's what's there.
2.2 you said?
2.2.
So 121.
121?
Yeah.
That's the curing salt, which we will see. 121.
121. We'll need a cup.
We need a bigger cup.
It's like trying to get the perfect pump at the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's 122. Not to rat you out or anything. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay, so then it says 20 is all be 40 grams of the cure.
Well, we gotta be 2.2.
Oh, right, 2.2, not 2.
Not 2.
So 44.
This you want to be very precise on. All of it you want to be very precise on, but this especially, the cure is there to protect you, but it's too much of a good thing. It's just like beer, too much of a good thing. Okay. So my mixer is fairly full, so we're going to see whether I've made any sort of error and having just a little too much here, but we'll get it going just on a nice slow speed. And oh, what was the other bag? It said how much water we needed as well.
Right.
So 220 milliliters of water.
It's a big cup for that, but
220 milliliters just happens to weigh 220 grams. I don't care.
he was over, dumped a little bit, put a little bit, now he's over again. Oh gosh. Down to the
The
griddle.
precision. And then watch Jamie spill it on the way over to the meat.
That'll be me, or trying to dump it in and then it'll all dribble on the counter.
Okay, so we'll just get it going just nice and slow. Get our additions in here.
You want like a top on that? Or?
No. That's fine. And again with the cure. Let's try and spread it out a little bit if you can.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm. Very Pepperetti.
I'm sorry, Pepperette is just a funny word.
Okay. Just this way. We'll just nice and slowly add the water in.
And I know nothing about nothing, but I assume you don't want to over mix. You want your seasoning
Actually,
in?
it all kind of depends on the sausage that you're doing.
That's good.
There's the wieners that we will do probably next video. You want to actually have them very blended up. And we're going to extract the proteins in this enough till it does stick very well. But it won't take very long.
So explain
probably less than a minute. It just breaks down the proteins enough that this meat is going to stick together. But we don't want it to be a pulp. You can see it already how it's starting to...
Kind of like when you're making dough when it starts to come together.
Right. So I'm thinking that's probably just about there. We're going to take a sample of it. Put it in our palm. Oh, might need just a minute. No, that's about right.
This is highly technical.
That is actually everything you're ever going to watch by anybody that knows more stuff than me. It's exactly how they tell. But you're the one that eats it. Does that look the right consistency?
I would think so.
For your, okay.
Because you're right. Any smoother and it's more like a hot dog, whereas any thicker though, and you're going to end up with one of those.
Yeah. So I am going to take that and put that back in the bowl. I am actually going to find a pan, and we are going to just give this a quick little fry and a taste, and see whether we like it or not. And then once we do, we will either continue or add on to what we think we need to add on with.
There will be a video at some point about the greatness of cast iron as well. For years, when Bart and I first got together, he was all about gas stoves and cast iron pots and pans, and I was very much an electric stove and aluminum nonstick.
There's not many things in this marriage I've won at, but cast and gas are two of them.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't go back. So our pan's hot.
But it's just a little sample. We're not... We just need to test it off just to see.
So I guess this is a good segue into... Let us know in the comments, what other videos do you want to see? Is there a different kind of sausage you were interested in? Or,
Jamie,
oh
family.
My goodness. Smoking or... See, nothing about this is like...
Family friendly?
I know. I'm like, okay, or... Yeah, pulled pork. I'm sure somebody can make that dirty too. I don't know. So, but no, like this is going to be the channel of homesteading, cooking, farming, choring, animal fence fixing type stuff. So yeah, let us know. Any questions or comments or suggestions are always welcome.
Let's get that back to a cold area while we're waiting, and then we'll test this out. Smoking hot pan here. And I mean, it's all fun and fair or whatever to follow these instructions on bags, especially with the cure amount. It's paramount to follow. But you really got to go with your taste buds on everything you have here. You know, like you don't want to mix up 20 pounds of meat without trying a little bit. You know.
Well, and that was even deciding what to do with this meat we'd ground up. It's like, it's all great to say, oh, we're going to make them all into pepperettes, but if they're not good.
If they're not good, then what do you do with 20 pounds? You can't give it all away.
We just wasted all the meat, right?
Yes, we will.
You get seasoning and cure and...
That's how they know it's real, dear.
I guess.
Okay, have a bite.
It's hot. Mmm.
Not my favorite. I'm not a fan of the honey garlic, but
for me, somebody who is, that's
no, it actually tastes really nice.
That's delicious.
I would rather fire,
and I don't like the fire.
But that's my preference, and that's why we taste this stuff. Yeah, it tastes really good. So I'll get everything else cleaned up here, being we're mixed, and I will try to build my stuffer.
We bought a new stuffer, Black Friday. That was our Black Friday.
Yeah, this might be a bit of a...
We'll figure it out, and you guys get to come along with us. So we'll be right back. So we managed, by we I mean Bart, managed to assemble this, and this is a
Karcher Kitchener, sir. This Karcher is the pressure washer.
Oh, 5-pound heavy duty stainless steel sausage stuffer.
I've been using a plastic gun type one up until now. This is actually brand new. We just took it out of the box.
Yes.
As you can see. So I'm very excited about this. This could be a total train wreck. So we'll see.
It's got to be easier. It used to be, when we do a lot of it, Bart, because he's got stronger hands and stuff, would be squeezing this gun, and I'm in charge of trying to not let any air pockets and twists. And
So anyways, we're just going to load up 5 pounds, which should be pretty close.
Yeah, should be
Pretty close. So we're just trying to, as we're loading, trying to keep it so there's no air pockets in the meat. So push it in. We'll take a little bit of time here, getting it in proper, flat, no air. So when it starts stuffing, this comes through, and then we're not having to poke a bunch of holes in our casing, but we will if we have, or when we do see air pockets. But this air that's coming from here, well, that's the only place the air comes from. Nice and cold too.
No, we've been looking at one of these sausage stuffers, and these, and
Thank God for the USA having Black Friday, so we can enjoy the sales here in Canada too.
which is funny because I know a lot of my American friends, it's just Black Friday as a thing, and it's only been the last 5 years maybe, it feels like, here in Canada.
Yeah, it hasn't been very long.
Yeah, that we've actually got to participate in Black Friday anything, so. But it's this and the meat mixers, but man, they're a lot of money unless you can get them on sale.
And unlike a lot of the Black Friday sales that went on in the States this year, this actually was about half price.
Yeah.
Not just mark it up and then
Mark it back down.
mark it back down. So we will, again, can you just put this gum on here? There's a little thing. Yep, just screw down. Make sure it goes straight in there.
Looks like you're not straight.
Oh, it's as straight as I can be, dear. Just gotta get the seal. Keep going. It'll push out until the seal is engaged. It's full.
It is full.
Okay, oh, there we go.
We figured it out.
Let me try it on the sausage while I'm getting this out all ready. Sorry. Okay, I guess that's thing number one. It's too full.
Yeah.
That was too full. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways,
Learn with us.
we are using 21 mil, the Pepperoni collagen casings. They can be smoked. Some of these collagen casings, like the one we'll use for the hot dogs, the smoke doesn't actually go through, so we won't actually run on the smoker. We will actually sous vide them.
Sous vide is awesome.
Because then the temperature is absolutely controlled and no problem. So we don't soak these casings or anything, they just will go on the horn here as they are.
And was this one of the horns that we had to buy separate, or did it
Yeah,
come
this
with that?
we bought this one separately. And we bought this especially for this pepperoni size, because the ones that come with it actually don't fit on. I say that, now I can't get this one on. Oh, there we go. You can see it totally slides right on. Right. So, I am going to cut this right here, because that's all it will fit on. That's going to be a heck of a lot of pepperoni anyways. So why don't we just fry that up and then we'll come back.
So here we go. We're going to attempt
Two-man maneuver.
two-man here. So
this is either going to work great or end a marriage. We're not sure.
okay, I'm starting.
Yep.
And you'll have to tell me if it's
And
too.
you just have to hold down on it. Hold up here. If you can. Or hold down here. That works. A little faster.
I have no strength in one arm, so it's kind of
Yeah,
difficult.
we were talking about this before. I think we're going to have to end up bolting this thing down to a board. You don't want to overstuff too much or else you won't be able to, and we'll tell right away whether I'm holding too much back pressure as to whether I can,
It's all right. No, I just was trying to.
whether it busts when I go to twist these. The nice thing with the Pepperette type ones is we'll probably do them foot and a half long. Unless you're wanting them short.
No,
Whatever.
This is way nicer than that gun.
Ugh.
And that gun, you'd fill it with your handful of meat. And you'd just get a nice go, and then you're out of meat. You gotta stop, and fill the gun, and restart, and
Keep going. Doesn't take much to, like that one's almost too tight for me holding. But
just that second of.
yeah, just not paying attention for a second. But it's all fine.
Well, and it'll work its way around when you're.
Not so much. It'll bust out. It'll bust out or it won't.
Well, I guess I don't know.
And this is way nicer. The reason I wasn't eating more sausage was just because it was such a pain in the butt. No, I have no excuse whatsoever.
We'll either get this bolted down, or one day my frozen shoulder will be gone, and I'll actually be able to be more productive here.
That's it?
Nope.
There's a little check valve on top of that, the disc that goes up and down that lets air out.
Oh yeah, because we're down below the.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Aye. And still a lot of casings left. I didn't judge that very good at all. Right there. Okay, well, we'll be back in a minute. We'll just get this cleaned up out of our way, and then we'll
Go to the next step.
yeah, make some links.
So our work area is clean.
Ish.
I've been snacking on the extras because it's stinking delicious. So now Bart's going to show you how he makes his magic links.
Links, yeah. It's nice to have something actually to go off of. It don't really matter whether these things are 4 inches long, 6 inches long, 8 inches long, whatever. It's just kind of nice, especially when you're making them, that they're just all the same. So I think, what do you think there, James? Is that all right?
That looks good to me. I know there's so many jokes I could make right now.
She's like, I never had something that big.
It's like, but how am I to know? In all my life I've been told
Hey.
this is 8 inch. No.
We're metric. I never said inches. So just tie off the end there. Lots of ways you can do this. I mean, there's what I'm going to try and do, which might work, might not work. Or there, which side do you want?
This side.
That one? Or you can actually tie them with string. And then you smoke them like that, and that's fine. So we're going to turn this one forward and then move over, and then at this spot turn it backwards. So it should work. Should.
So it's similar to when you're doing a splice in a fence. How when you gotta get the two
We
barbs.
haven't done our fence video yet, so
Oh,
they
right.
don't know that.
When you have the two strands of barb, you make them scissor and then you backwards and forwards.
So this too, the nice thing is we'll make this, they'll sit overnight here in the fridge, we'll smoke them tomorrow. The knots will actually like they're, you know, where we've spun, will actually almost set. So they won't want to undo.
Right.
And then by that point, all the meat is firmer and
where it's supposed to
Yeah.
be. And
so we'll just move this along. And then we'll move this along. Let me just think here. I think this is right. Oh, this one there. Okay, no, don't spin it more. Don't spin it, you'll pop it.
okay. Can we fold it back on itself?
I did that wrong. Spin that one forward. Yeah, that's right. And then it'll come back.
You handle the meat, otherwise I'm just
I don't know what
doing
I'm
it wrong.
doing here.
It's like I'm trying to help and I'm undoing it.
I hope no butcher actually ever looks at this video.
I watched our
What in the
butcher in town
world?
one day, and it was amazing to me because, like, I crochet and everything, and he was in the back with this long line of sausage, and he had his arms going every which way to make these long, fancy, braided-looking
Well,
knots.
they bring it through. I don't know how they start.
Yeah,
They bring it through to the length they want, and then they bring it through.
yeah. So it's like
Like
a
this.
big chain stitch of sausage.
But I can't do this first one, so I might be just getting the string here pretty quick. I'm going the other way.
This is another learn with
Why I
us
was in the
moment.
oil patch, not in the right here.
Too short, probably.
No, like I said, as long as you're tired. Try it, try it, try it, try it, try it, try it.
Does it have to be a knot or
Just
just?
to not come apart. Whatever you can do. Yes, people laugh all you want.
The way I look at these videos, though, is we're not all experts, and we all didn't start doing this right the first time. So you have to be adaptable and figure out what needs to be done to make it work.
The string actually was what we will do on the hot dogs. I know that for a fact because we have to peel the hot dogs. Like the
right.
casings on those are actually peeled. But you can do it this way. There's nothing wrong with this. It's just not the fancy. If you want with longer lengths.
Then we wouldn't have as many to do. But then if you make the longer sausages, then you run out of it quicker because
Yeah.
this is portion control.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Through the mirror.
The magic of string.
Magic of string. We're done. A lot quicker than trying to figure out the forward
You know
back.
what? At least this tells people we're honest.
Yes, this is true.
We've said right from the start we haven't got a clue.
We're not
But, I mean,
professionals.
we've made a lot of sausage over
Yep.
the years here. Never been too good at all the linking and stuff, but
I think we've done good.
a lot of times though we were actually tying
Yeah, that's right.
as well. So and when doing more of the ham sausage, Cuba
Yeah,
sau-
like thicker,
or the summer sausage, which is big.
huge. Yeah.
So now this is just gonna go into a big bowl, covered in saran, sit in the fridge for the night. Tomorrow we'll smoke it, and that should let the cure get through all the meat, all the flavoring will disperse. Everything will be good.
It's the most important part is the cure dispersing.
Yeah, yeah,
And doing its thing.
yeah, and also the seasoning getting absorbed into the moisture a little bit more too. I mean, we did mix it with the water, but still,
Yeah, right.
this is how it'll do. And then yeah, we'll find some rods for the smoker. My smoker is not fancy, but it does work. It smokes.
That's a lot of this stuff, and I've said it on my beauty channel, I'll say it here, it's like you don't need these $80 million smoker things. If you've got something that works, use it.
Yep, true.
So,
Tomorrow,
tomorrow. We'll see you then. Hi, so today is tomorrow and we are back with our honey garlic pepperettes. They have been in the fridge overnight, so probably close to
We're getting close to 24 hours here now.
Getting close to 24 hours now, so just made sure that they were sealed up pretty good so that nothing dried out while it was in the fridge and didn't take on any flavors from anything.
And you see it's just the sweat of it all in the chill. It's just a little tiny bit of moisture. So what we do, and we'll get it in the smoker, we'll turn it to, it's actually warming up to 150 right now.
Okay.
We'll give it an hour just hanging with no smoke. The reason for that is if the smoke comes through and touches the water, it creates a creosote on the outside and it's just bitter and it's gross, and then it doesn't accept any smoke. The smoke just builds on the outside just like a burnt tree.
You might as well just use the casings.
Yeah.
You can't eat them.
Yeah.
So Bart has made, because we couldn't find, our little hooks here for hanging these on the racks.
So we'll go in the little crotches here and
go from
we
there.
might actually be able to get too tall.
That's what I was wondering.
Let me run out right now and just check. You talk while I do that.
Okay, so what we are going to do, like Bart said, is we'll hang these from the racks. He's going to check the smoker. When it comes time to go out there, I guess I'll be switching to my camera on my phone so that you guys can see our super fancy setup. But yeah, that's what we'll do.
See, they're just a little too long hanging like that, so we're just going to have to hang them single. Fine. So I'm going to hold this up, Jamie. You're going to have to.
Okay.
Try not to poke them if you can.
Okay. So I will be very delicate. So we should
start here.
Start there. Going this way.
Not that close to the wall.
Oh.
That's way.
Okay.
Hold this one up.
Now I'm paranoid about poking it. And we can get them pretty close. Like, can we go here now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But the only thing, you just don't want the sausages or the actual sausages themselves touching. No, we can't.
Can't do that?
We just have to tie a slip knot in there. That's fine. Me more here last night, so that was.
Yeah, we had thing two. Two came up and helped here finish up the. Should I?
Nope.
Go here?
Yep.
So yeah, if you're wondering why it looks like there's twice as much, there's not quite twice as much, but
I'm touching where to put them, honey. Yeah, there's a lot more. There's actually close to 10 pounds of meat here now.
And the reason being that when we did the taste test with thing one and thing two, it was a unanimous, they both loved my.
Right about here.
It gets a little slippery with.
A lot of people will do this with paper clips, but I didn't even have paper clips.
We didn't even have paper clips. Just tie a string or something.
Yeah, we're
to
tie. So many things to think about when you're making the length of these, right? Whether it's how long fits in your pocket or how long fits in your smoker. Never even thought of that.
Yeah, well,
could have made them way longer, and.
But even at even at the ones that are 1 centimeter longer or other, it causes more curve when you're hanging them up.
Yeah, and that's the consistency of a professional, not us.
Professional, not us. So there's all of our links lined up. So I'm going to cut the camera here and pick you up on the phone camera out in the smoker. So here's our Bradley smoker. We have got this set for 153. 150. The oven temp says 153, but we are warming up And I'm going to get the door for...
Yep, we'll put this in. And this is going to be in here for about an hour. And we're going to have to fix a couple of those.
We'll fix those off camera,
just to dry, and then we'll turn the smoke on.
But that's that. And just because I know there's some of you, this is an odd... How come it's not... There we go. This is an odd year. There is no snow, and it is December 2nd. But yeah, our shooting table and everything. But yeah, usually there's...
And we're even set up with snow fences.
Yeah, we were ahead of the game and got snow fence this year. And no snow. But we will pick you guys up
when it's time for smoke.
When it's time for smoke. So where there's a will, there's a way. We just kind of rounded them around, those thin ones.
Okay, I got to close up because it's going to take all day here to get back up to 150.
Yes, because we have to maintain temperature, so...
And we're going to maintain temperature.
There we go.
Bye.
Okay.
This is called blooming.
Blooming.
It's really just to cool them down. And that way, these skins won't be all shriveled and hard.
Nice.
Unless that is what you're actually after, and then...
Don't do this step.
Well, you would just put them in the fridge or freezer.
Ah.
I've never actually done that. I've always done this with any of the sausages or anything like that.
So what smoke did you end up using on them?
Beer smoke.
Nice.
That was the name on the puck. And that was because that's the ones I had open. I used to really be all about cherry or whatever, and you know what? I think I've noticed less and less. The only one that I can really tell the difference with is mesquite.
Yeah, that one's strong.
Yeah. And I know that one's gonna get me canceled for saying out loud, but most of these ones that are like if you were using real wood, maybe, but these ones that are the pucks that you buy, I don't think I really noticed the difference.
So then after this, it's just a matter of sealing them up and in the fridge.
However you want to store them or eat them or whatever, yep.
Perfect. So any final thoughts?
Not yet. Everybody seems to have enjoyed them. The one that I took off 5 minutes ago here.
Was good for all of us.
Yeah, no, this is all good.
Perfect.
Start earlier in the day.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late. So on that note, we're going to end this with a lovely shot of the honey garlic pepperettes. Make sure you like, subscribe, share if you feel so inclined. And Bart will say, until next time.
Until next time. In the meantime and in between time, another edition of Stampede Wrestling.
Oh my gosh, there we go. Thanks, bye.